what you've done, I think more importantly is that the confidence that government is working, they will take care of us. That anxiety of people is what you're taking away. If as corporate CEO we can do that internally and externally, that's a big thing for us. That's what I wanted to put a caveat. But coming back to what you asked on things, AP is really blessed in a number of ways. As we saw in the use potential for wind, use potential for solar. But what also important factor is that in wind everybody looks at PLF. But AP has a uniqueness that even if the PLF is little lower compared to the neighboring states, the power availability during the peak hours is much higher in AP. So therefore, the AP is a hotbed for hybridization compared to other states. So that's one thing. You can't just look at what is the PLF in AP versus a PLF in Tamil Nadu. But that wind profile, when you look at it, it's ideally suited for hybridization. So therefore, on top of it, with the whatever you can do in solar manufacturing there, you talked about mine to module, putting that and hydro. AP has been pioneer in pumped hydro and then left some time back, long back. One of the first pumped hydro power stations came up in AP. Hydro, because with all this, I think the AP is the real place where we can go for FDRE, because the load following FDRE is the one which will replace fossil fuel, where we can set up power plants which can actually meet 15-minute demand, which is what is the most of the bids are coming now. And even the tariffs have reached to sub 5, it will further come down. Practically same tariff as fossil fuel is the right one. So therefore, AP is the hotbed for FDRE and hybridization. So, but most important things is that resources are huge in the country. Even as a country, we have 1,200 gigawatts of wind potential. We hardly used 4%. But what is most important is, in my opinion, is the enabling environment. Okay, it's not just the resources. Like you talked about a great thing today. You said that not ease of doing business, speed of doing business. So what the most of us look at is that what is the enabling environment there? What is the speed of decision making? Is what is important. That is what you're known to create. But one suggestion, I hope, is that the morning you spoke that reforms made you to lose elections, power sector reforms. My assumption is that the green energy revolution would make you to win the election. That is advantage to us is that we will have policy stability. Otherwise, we don't want to have this 5 years policy push and then we have a 5-year holiday, then 5-year policy push. We would like the policy stability. The only way we request you is keep winning elections. So that will provide us the policy stability. Thank you so much, sir.
Last, what you said?
Sir, I said, I know everyone sitting here, only want in AP is that AP is, as long as you're there, we all will run with you. Okay? I know you will run faster than us in giving decisions and demanding. I know how closely you monitor the progress. You're a terror in monitoring the progress. Okay? But we want that policy consistency, policy support to continue. Don't want to have a policy holidays. So I'm only saying that through this green energy revolution, keep winning elections. And then, so also my personal interest of coming from that state. Okay. So we will, you couldn't become number one, you said. You would have been number one today. So, but maybe, get that permanent position of number one. So that's my wish to you.
Chalasari garu has rightly mentioned, always I am ahead of times. From now onwards, 20 years, what is going to happen, I will plan from now itself, today itself. That is my strength. At the same time, sometimes in politics, I have to balance and manage and communicate properly public. Sometimes with obsession, I want to do everything. If all of you praise, then I will think, okay, I am doing right, and then move forward fast. Then at the end of the day, sometimes we will lose balance or we are not in a position to communicate properly. This time it won't happen. I will maintain balance. Continuously I will see the public feedback. That's why I am balancing both welfare and also development and also feel good factor. Continuously with public, I will manage. Then my policies will be permanent I can do better work by doing that. I entirely realized now I am very technology, everything has come. I will integrate everything. This time I had a historic victory. 93% we have won. Never in the history of my party also. Opposition party got only 11 seats. There are so many historical reasons also. So with this victory, I wanted to take forward continuously how to take them into confidence, my stakeholders.
Thank you, sir.
You
That's
are
what
all
you
my
said.
supporters. Real stakeholders are my voters. How to empower them continuously, I have to work with them. I will do that.
No, but that's what you said. I read in the article what attracted me today was you talked about the land acquisition problems and you talked about 3 Ps, which you mentioned now, public, private and people. I think that's what is required, sir. So just by pushing on the people, you're not really going to do that. So what I like,
No, everybody
best part
is
of the article is
smart.
3 Ps.
No, everybody is smart, you are smart, public also very smart. But we have to balance everybody. Win-win situation, empowering people is our criteria. I am introducing one more policy here, P4, Public-Private People's Partnership, how to eradicate poverty, how to empower them. I wanted to involve industrialists also in that. Some people are always poor. Is it not our social responsibility? You are having CSR, so many things. Spending money is one, and hand-holding is another. Sometimes I was born in a small village. I used to walk to a high school 7 kilometers, even high school. Even Modi ji always is saying how he brought up. So that is the humble stories behind everybody. So what we have to do by using our management techniques or bandwidth, can we change 1,000 families, 500 families basing on your resources and bandwidth? You are having so many verticals, all industries. One vertical you can create how to eradicate poverty, how to handhold poor people. Plan short term, medium term, long term, and move in that direction. I will come back with that policy. I am very fascinated. I don't want to see 2047 below poverty line. Second one, this inequality is also too much disparities. That is also not good for the society. How to bridge the gap between haves